Very beautiful good afternoon to all you lovely, wonderful human beings. It is myself, this sunny, not a cloud in the sky, beautiful afternoon. We have seen some of our friends already this afternoon, but Andrew is a bit of a silly Billy once again. I left the house, Basil and I bumped into one or two of the elephants. I assume the rest of the herd is with them at Seskan Krip, and that was around 20 minutes ago. and I pulled my camera out to take a photo. And basically my camera told me that the battery is exhausted. So my camera was DED, dead, gone beyond recognition. And so Basil and I raced back to get the spare battery, which, bear in mind, only has 20% battery on it, only to realize that there was a cable in the car the whole time that I could have been charging my camera with. So we are now making do. We are charging the camera with the cable with the already powered up battery. So we're going to have 21 plus something % for when we see all the beautiful creatures this afternoon. I've got some really cool sightings to go to. There's been some really awesome things found this afternoon. So what we're going to do is we're going to start right where we started our afternoon at Seskankrip and see if we still can't get a glimpse of said elephants. Like I said, it was less than 15 minutes ago. So we're going to do that, and then at the end of the drive, we're going to head back towards Leedwood, and we're going to go say hello to the 2 boys, the 2 male lions and the 1 female lioness that are currently hiding about at the dam. I really do wonder where the rest of the pride are. I have no idea. No one's found them this afternoon. But in between that, we're going to do a little pit stop. And Carol, I really hope you don't listen to the radio this afternoon, because it's a really awesome surprise. So I'm not going to mention what the second stop is we're going to be going to, just in case they decide, oh, we can hear Andrew from miles away. We are going to move before he gets here. So the second stop will just have to be a complete surprise. And let's hope, sorry, I'm squinting because I'm staring directly at the sun. Let's hope they stay put, because it definitely will be a surprise worth sticking around for. But that being said, we're making good progress. We're on Seskankrip, which is the whole portion of the road that is south of the Krip, and then all portions of the road north of the Krip, hence the name Seskankrip Noord. So they were actually in that Sodik area there, just opposite, just to the west of Seskankrip. So we're making headway, folks. That's why I'm driving a bit faster than usual. But a very good afternoon to every single one of you, to those on the public channel and to our lovely pack members. Let's see who is with us. Oh, why am I... Oh, I've just... I don't know how I did that, but I've just commented, Basil. I just sent some weird angry ogre face to the chat. I didn't know that could happen. But a very good afternoon to Michael, Becky, Carol, Mary, Elsa, Bob, Brian, Connie, Betty, Jennifer. Oh, I must watch the road. Hello, everybody. Carol, if you're referring to the thing I just put on the actual chat, I have no idea what it means. I don't actually physically know how I put something in this chat. If you're talking about listening to the radio, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I know you know what I'm talking about. But I hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday afternoon. It's a glorious day out here on the Rietspruit. Even when you're sick, you know, it's the best medicine. Me, I am partially dying of an internal ear infection. I know I told most of you about me going to the doctor the other day. Well, she thinks I might have what I have, but I'm not going to say what that is because it's not confirmed yet. But she said another reason that I could be feeling so tired and so drained is because of this middle ear infection. So I have to go see her on Monday again, because I don't like the doctor. But I have to go see her on Monday again, so I'll keep you all updated. But for now, Andrew is smiling and shining just like he normally is, especially knowing that we're about to come up to something really awesome. What a beautiful afternoon though, folks. Sure, it is hot. It's been a scorcher of the day. I think it reached 38 today, if I'm not mistaken. I'll triple check the weather now once we come to a stop. But we are so close here to Seskan Krip. I think before we do anything, let's just see if we can't actually relocate said elephants, because they were here, like I said, not even, oh, there's an elephant right there, boom, in the road. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's that way, but I'm just cutting down here to see if the rest of the herd hasn't come through here. Also, I don't want to approach an elephant at the speed we're going at, so it also gives me time to slow down, kind of scour the surroundings, see where everything's happening. But it's, oh, the elephant can wait. Look who we've got marching off of this little wallow here, everybody. He's on a mad mission, this guy. Look at him go. Hello, Mr. Leopard Tortoise. Enjoying the water. So this is literally where we just left the herd. Well, the 3 or 4 individuals we saw. But I have just seen another individual in the road. So we will go say hello to him. The only reason I say it's a him is because the rest of the elephants seem to have moved a bit further west in towards the thicket of the deep sloot. So him hanging back, sure this tortoise is on a mission. Him hanging back just gives me the sign that, I don't know, you know, he's not really welcomed too warmly. How far back can I go? That's all I need. Yo, scrape past that bush. But yeah, oh my gosh, there's a second leopard tortoise. I promise it's not the same one, folks. It's a completely different individual. But they seem to be everywhere this afternoon. Suppose with this heat, they'll be looking for water. Now, we just need to find that road I was just on, so we can go say hello to said elephant bull. Oh, there goes my phone. You're holding on, Basil. I need to kind of figure out where he was now. He's somewhere here. But I think our best protocol would be is to head straight to the road. Hi, Poole. Oh, there we go. He's chasing the staff bucky. No, don't come here and give me your drama now. Thank you, sir. You can walk casually on by. Keep walking, please and thank you. Don't be rude. No, you don't need to stop. Carry on walking. I can see a second elephant walking behind it. Boy, let's not be rude. I saw you chasing the bucky. You're not going to chase me because A, I won't let you. B, I will tell you off. How awesome is this, everyone? There you can slowly see a second one moving behind. But look at the stare off we've got going with this bull elephant here. Hey, big boy. Hey, no, no. Right, go on. Thank you. Bloody rude this evening, if I do say so myself. How are you doing there, Basil? Your pants still clean? Yeah. You can see how he's like frozen still. Now, if I were to start the vehicle and drive off, he certainly would turn around and carry on chasing me. So I shall not be doing any such thing. But really awesome. I'm watching you. Keep walking. Thank you. Hi, Dad. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, we have found the elephants. I don't know if Mom's on, but please send her the link. I did send it to her though. There's lion tracks from yesterday. Now, like I said, folks, the lions have been called in at Leedwood Dam this afternoon, so we will be headed there a bit later this afternoon. But let's see if we can't get a better glimpse at the rest of the herd. Bull was a bit cheeky. Almost made me need to get a fresh pair of underwear, but he didn't succeed this afternoon. So technically I'll come out the victor in that. I'll take that. But really awesome getting to see the elephants, especially with their surroundings being so green now and lush. It's really nice to see them again. I know we had them the other day in that golden light, which was also phenomenal. But look at this. We're gonna park right here. And we're gonna see what cracks on there. Hey, boy. So this must be the bull from next door. He's not as big as our second bull was, but he looks quite, excuse my terms, but he looks a bit lanky, if anything. He looks extremely like tall, long-legged, if you will. Oh, Betty, I agree. They do have rather long legs, eh? Shut up, cop. Stop making noises. Where are they going now? So I know for a fact there's a third leopard tortoise. There's a third one making a run for it. What's that? 3 in the span of 20 minutes? Not even. Hasn't even been 15 minutes. That's bonkers. Here we go. Here's a bull coming down the road again. Let's just get parked off here. Oh, where are you moving to? He seems to be headed further south. So I'm going to let him carry on in his maneuvers there. All right, folks. I'm going to now head... Where's the road? I'm going to head a bit further west inwards, see if we can't pick up Cheeky Chops and the rest of the gang. But what a way to start a drive, eh? Always nice getting to spend time with our huge giants of the Rietspruit. All right, Basil, if you hear anything, please tell me. Oh. I wonder if they haven't got into the deep slit. So Cheeky Chops and Co, and what I mean by, and oh, that helps. There's an elephant. I was about to go down my favorite road, Coconut Crossing, which, as we all know, is definitely not my favorite road. It's the road I fell out of a car on. Where? That's not Cheeky Chops. Oh, there is Cheeky Chops. There we go. Speak of the troublemaker. No, don't come here. Cheeky Chops, stop right there. Thank you. You really big, eh? Look at the size of your tusks. They're huge. Ginormous. Oh, folks, isn't this just wonderful? Becky, yeah, the bull did come up close and personal. I think I just forgot to shower before drive, and he was basically telling me I was just a bit smelly. But everything seems to have played off quite well. So can't take that for granted. Mary, I agree with you. That bull that we just saw now before we put Cheeky Chops on, I do think that that's the bull from next door. However, they haven't asked for him back, so I don't know. Do we keep calling him the bull from next door, or do we technically start calling him bull number 3? That is the question. No, I'm not going to give him a name yet. I haven't learnt his behavior yet. Like Cheeky Chops, if anything, should have been called attitudious, not even cheeky. Although, with his age, as he's growing, he's definitely becoming a lot more relaxed with the vehicles, a lot more comfortable. I think, if anything, if I stood upright on foot, Cheeky Chops would be my height now. From hind leg to hind shoulder. Hey Basil, what do you reckon? Or do you think he's taller than me? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't think he's huge yet. Oh, getting right into the good bits of the tree there. Oh, I'm so glad we still managed to find them before they continued westward into the deep sloot. I'm watching you. Don't get too cheeky here. But I think what I'm going to do, get a better view of Mom and Cheeky Chops. Hey, Cheeky Chops. Hey, I'm just repositioning. I'm just moving the vehicle. I'm moving further away from you, so you should be happy. You should be happy. Just give me a second. Alright, a car's a difficult thing to maneuver. Not so much, but there are also... oh, okay. We can't cut through here, unfortunately. I just think it's going to make way too much noise and upset them. So, that being said, I think we're going to go right back here. Oh, I'm Cheeky Chops. I'm a big bull elephant. Attitudinous Maximus. That's amazing, Mary. He is getting rather big, eh? He really is, like, considering when I first met Cheeky Chops, he's grown a hell of a lot since then. And I mean, if you think about it, like an elephant, you know, you look at these big bull elephants and you're like, oh my gosh, they're ginormous. But the growth that Cheeky Chops has done in a year and a half is actually ridiculous itself as well. I mean, back in the day when he was running up my vehicle, he was the size of my vehicle. Now he's bigger than that. Carol, that's a good point, though. There could have been another bull chasing him off. There could have been a more dominant bull. Ooh. Quiz time. Who's that calling in the distance?
One bull rhino, one female white rhino, like that.
Don't know if you can hear that bird call in the distance, folks. What is that bird?
Please just confirm age again. White rhino, bull and female, large band.
It's Hanno looking for our 2 new latest additions to the reserve. That's right, folks. We did indeed get 2 new rhinos, a cow and a calf. I'm not sure as to their names, but there are a brand new cow and calf on the reserve. Look at how he's rolling his trunk. Look at how prehensile that trunk is. 40,000 muscles or so. It's quite incredible, isn't it? Oh, crested francolins aren't happy. And you can see where they were wallowing in the mud earlier when we first found them. There's that dark patch on Cheeky Chops there. Except he forgot to get the rest of his back and his bottom. Stations, these elephants are still slowly mobile west along Witgat Westpad. They're stationary just before the drop into the deep sloot. No one seems that interested in the elephants this afternoon. Woohoo! Carol, you're on the ball there. Very impressive. Well done, madam. It is indeed the red-chested cuckoo, aka the Piet Mayfro. Can you imagine we called one over here just doing that? It's getting a bit confusing which is the bird and which is actually me talking.
Station I'm putting out of these 2 male lions and 1 female. They are right here at Leedwood Dam setting. I'm leaving them open lot.
Becky, remind me, did you get your microphone yet? Well, bless you. I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden. I promised you sickle bush, and a lot of it. That Piet Mayfro is going nuts. I'm going to just reposition, folks, and see if we can see the rest of the herd here. Oh, I'm going to drive my cameraman into a tree and stall at the same time, it seems. Oh, Basil coming with the cover up for me. Appreciate it, sir. Alrighty. Let's see if we can't get a better view of the rest of them there. At least the hooter has been disengaged because I've hit that more times than I can count this evening. And obviously not something you want to hit while viewing a herd of elephant, that is. Stop here for Basil. Look at that for a view, everybody. Oh my days. That is wicked. That is wild. I mean, we are so blessed to be out here each and every individual day, everybody. I think the elephants are slowly liking me. I don't want to jinx that at all, because it took a lot of time and a lot of effort to gain respect from them. So we don't want to jeopardize that in any way. But the fact that we can come and view them and they're so calm and chilled with us is also just such an added bonus. Look at that though, mountain, Rietspruit Drakensberg mountain range in the back, elephants in the front. Making quick work of that raisin bush. Now that elephant we thought was Cheeky Chops' mom behind him turns out to not be Cheeky Chops' mom at all. Turns out to be Dentine, the one who pulls out our borehole every third day. How impressive is this bull feeding with the mountains in the background? Oh my hat, everybody. That is just wild.
These stations, Lowveld and Leedwood.
Afternoon, Lionel. I'm with the elephant herd currently just west of Seskan Krip, headed west towards the Deep Sloot slowly. There are 2 male lions and a female lioness stationary at Leedwood Dam. The Cheetah brothers have also been spotted on spoor snares, junction eastern fence line, static, and I think there's 5 Leedwood stations on Blowbunk. You're so welcome. Love it. Like I said the other day, I love it when someone says thank you on the radio. It's like, oh no, it shouldn't be so. More of an ancient claim on that water. Well, it makes perfect sense as to why she's breaking the borehole then, Mary. I think you've answered the question as to why she keeps ripping it out. Did you just hear another one? Coming this way. I'm being swarmed by flies here, everyone. But it does not compare to the absolute chaos and obliteration that those Christmas beetles caused Basil and I the other night on the fence line whilst watching that male lion with the lightning in the background. Just watch your head there, Basil. You good? Okay. Pretty scenes out here this evening. Oh, and it's already cooling down. That's what we love. It's been an exceptionally hot day. I still actually need to just triple check the weather before I tell you how hot it's been. Hey, Chief Chops. Thought we'd come get one last look at this one before we decide to depart the elephants. Pugnacious ants all around us. It would be a bad idea to get off the vehicle now. Well, it would be a bad idea in general to get off the vehicle now, considering there's elephants next to us. But, I don't know, sometimes I'm more intimidated by the pugnacious ants, because they are crawling around everywhere. Oh, that was a bit violent. Perfectly good tree. Thanks for coming. Destructive beings, aren't they? Alrighty. Does anyone have any guesses as to what's sitting at our second stop for us? think it's time, eh, sir? Alrighty, everybody. I think we're gonna love and leave the elephant herd. They are still feeding and they are slowly moving towards the deep slits, which is not the direction I want to be going this evening. So I think we're gonna love and leave them here. Goodbye, cheeky chops. We'll see you soon, big boy. Believe it or not, one day I think Cheeky Chops will grow up to be the biggest bull on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Just considering, if I'm not mistaken, he's at 4 years of age and he's already growing like he can't be stopped, essentially. I think he's going to be a big, big elephant one day. But, you know, that's one of the things where only time will tell. It'll take him another 20 years or so, but, you know, one day in 20 years' time, we can look back and say, he was small, but now he's the biggest of the big. Now, I'm going semi-cautiously here because Basil and I did hear more elephants feeding. So they must be in this thicket over here. Alrighty. Andrew leaving the lock of these elephants, slowly mobile towards the deep slit, still static feeding at that little wallow, 100 meters west of Seskan Krip. Are there any stations on lock at the moment? Spoor-Snares Junction, Eastern Fence Line. It's a bit loud. Carol will hear that. All right, so it seems to be an open lock. Who are you calling? Ah. Not me. That's for sure. Now, I'm just looking at the map real quickly, folks. I just want to get us our best, most direct, but quickest route as possible, just before all the stations bombard that sighting. So at the moment, it's looking good for us, considering no one else is there, and no one else even mentioned response there. So now we just need to play this well. Aha! So, if I'm correct, we just need to go along Poacher's Road till we hit the fence line, and we shall be in for a real awesome surprise this evening. That's if they're still static and lying down, although it is a type of cat. I have most likely just given away what it is, considering I'm sure you all heard me giving the updates. Nonetheless, still not going to point out what it is just yet, just in case. But there's two of them. They are on the eastern fence line, which is where we are currently making way to now. And then from there, what we'll probably do is head on over to Leedwood, towards Leedwood Dam, and see if we can't catch up with those lions as well. There's some funny smell going around lately. Well, it's not going around. You drive around. You drive around and you catch a whiff of this funny smell. Yeah, there it is. It's the tree wisterias, the silver clusters that are slowly starting to flower, but they're, in my professional opinion, their flowers don't smell too flowery. If anything, they smell like a wet sock. But The silver clusters are producing their flowers now as well. And it smells like dirty socks. It smells like rotten feet, if you will. So I know I keep saying I wish I could portray the sights, the sounds, and the smells to you via the camera. That's one smell I really do not regret not being able to give all of you. That's very smelly. It's quite stinky, to be totally honest. Alright, so we're just gonna take the next left and then our next right, and we should slowly be making our way towards the fence line. Oh, I saw him. Look who's hiding in here. Hey, big boy. Very, very shy rhino bull walking through the thicket here. Oh, he's a monster of a rhino though. Huge rhino bull.
Rhinos now are moving southwest from the dam itself, towards fence.
One rhino bull headed west along Sankampat, about to lose visual. He's in a real thick spot there. Let's see if we can't, if I go, is this any better for you, baby?
Just move a little bit south.
Just check if there's a gap in here. There must be, because this is where he came through. Watch your leg. Oh, sorry, bro. Look at that, everybody. That wasn't the surprise we were going to show you, but it's an extra surprise nonetheless. Awesome having our rhino bulls. We're very fortunate to have a really, really good population of rhino here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. There's that Pete Mayfro going ballistic again. But we're going to carry on, everybody. He seems to be in quite thick substrates, which we definitely along. Even if I wanted to follow that rhino, that bush is just a bit too thick at the moment. Now, whilst on our journey this afternoon, we shall always be on the lookout for baby impalas. I actually saw a baby impala lamb this morning at Leedwood Dam. I mean, sorry, not this morning. It was yesterday afternoon. Now, I just want to make sure I take the right turn here. This is pretty awesome. It kind of gives me leopard vibes, this whole scenery. Dry riverbed, you know, thick foliage for cover. Birds going ballistic in there. Might even be an owl somewhere nearby. All right, let's go up Sankampat and head towards Poachers. You can see this is where the elephants probably came from, considering there's a broken over tree here. That's not been done man-made. That is by the wildlife. This is where we have to drive with our leg for a second. So we make sure we're going along the right track. Seems quite busy out on the reserve this afternoon, everyone. Thought I just had leopard tracks. Turns out to be a heron or something. But going back to the other nights, whilst looking at that male lion with the lightning backdrop behind him, sure, I don't know if Basil had it as bad as I did, but we were both getting absolutely obliterated by Christmas beetles. Those little small brown beetles that come out around this time. And as much of a nature lover as I am, don't really like having beetles and cicadas flying through my trousers and things like that. It's just not comfortable. So I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone. But that being said, really nice to know that it's getting towards this time of the year where everything becomes so thick and lush. The whole reserve's full of life, whether it being babies, insects, reptiles. You know, this is where just life is in full bloom, essentially. So it's a time of the year we cannot complain about. The only thing we can complain about is how thick it gets. It gets rather thick to the point where sometimes even off-roading becomes a bit off the table, a bit questionable. But nonetheless, you know, just to be out and driving through such awesome landscapes, it's a privilege I very proudly wear on my sleeve, being able to drive around a reserve such as this. And who knows, you know, we've already cracked 2, and I've already got the 3rd waiting for us. So who knows, maybe there's an ingwe on this drive somewhere. Crack 4 out of the 4. I think that would be quite mind-blowing, to be totally honest. If Basil and I saw a leopard today, what would you do, Basil? What, go, oh. Basil says if he saw a leopard this afternoon, he'd go, oh. I would personally lose my mind. Oh, there's a lovely kudu bull to the left of us here, a rather relaxed one at that as well. How's that? Look at that, everyone. Oh, he heard me pull the handbrake. See those those UFO-sized ears pick up any minute sounds that even us can't hear. Now, one thing I learned the other day is that when kudu bulls run, especially through thicket, they tend to tuck their head backwards. And the reason for this is so their horns don't end up hitting or catching any of the other branches. Oh, he's camera shy. There's a red-crested corehorn calling in the distance, everyone. And all of a sudden, the cicadas said hello, and now they've gone completely quiet again. Oh my gosh, there's 3 of them. Let's see if we can sneak around. I'm inching forward on the accelerator here, folks. Like inching forward. We're not being dramatic here. There's a nice gap for Basil. Look at that. The grey ghost of Rietspruit, everybody. He's looking rather skinny though, to be totally honest. In fact, you can see his ribs and everything. I mean, mature bull at that though. See if we inch forward further around, if we can get one more glimpse of them. So I need to go straight at this junction, but I'm going to just take a left turn here and see if we can't get a better view of these kudus. Because they are utterly gorgeous. This, oh, I saw him. I was going to get you all 3, but oh, let's go with it whilst he's there. Playing hide and seek now. Here we go, you got both there. there's another one there. Do you not see it? Oh, okay. How amazing is this though, folks? We got kudus that are actually sticking around. Mary says we need a spotted cat today. A speedy spotted cat today. Well, speaking of that, happy International, well, World Cheetah Day to everybody. I hope everybody is doing fantastically and enjoying this spotted cat day. Carol, don't expose me. I'm sure a lot of people heard what I said to Lionel. Doesn't mean that that's what we're going to see, to be totally honest. But considering should be back. Sorry about that, folks. It looks like those things that shall not be named have come out this afternoon. You know, this thick tree cover, they have lots of places to hide and they tend to dive bomb on you when you least expect it. I was actually speaking to a blank camera screen for about a minute, so it got the better of both of us, to be totally honest. But we're coming up to Hoofpad Junction Spoorsnairs now, folks. And like I said to everyone, happy International Cheetah Day. Now, I'm gonna kind of have to spoil the surprise, if you will, because I need to just triple check if anyone's on lock with them at the moment. But for those of you who guessed the second stop of the day would be Cheetah, you were right. You were right. Well done. You were all very right. We're going to go see if we can't spot the two lovely cheetah brothers. My bye-bye and cub have not been seen for quite some time, so hopefully they get spotted sooner rather than later. But for now, the Cheetah brothers have made an appearance for all of us on the infamous World Cheetah Day. So how can we just drive by and ignore the fact that these two beautiful cats are stationary on the fence line somewhere? We can't, which is exactly why we're continuing in that direction. But I thought I'd all inform you before I gave it away on the radio. Are there any stations on lock with those two cheetah? It's always exciting when no one responds. Means A, there could be someone in the sighting who just didn't hear us. B, someone trying to keep the sighting a secret. Or C, it's just an open sighting to us and us only. My bet is on the third. Okay, here's spur snares, everyone. Oh no. Sergio for Andrew. Afternoon, Serge. When you left those cheetahs, were they still stationary at Spursnes Junction Eastern Fence Line? Copy that. I see a vehicle on the fence line. They didn't respond, but it's okay. Thanks. Well, there seems to be a vehicle on the fence line here.
About 50 meters south of the junction.
Copy that. How's it, guys? Long time no see. You guys having a good day?
We haven't even seen an impala.
Really? Not even the cheetah? Because they literally got called in here like not even 20 minutes ago. So that's why I'm here. So you saw nothing coming up the fence line?
No,
Either side.
they must have gone in.
We see you guys all the time from Canada.
Oh,
We watch it on TV.
oh, do you?
All the time.
Fabulous. Lovely to hear that. And now you're here in the flesh.
Yeah.
Oh, we were here last year too.
Are you enjoying it though? That's the question.
Love it.
Best place to be, eh?
Yep.
No, I've got to. Oh, well, shame, guys. I hope you come right. Are you going to continue down the fence or are you going to go up Spursnes?
What do you think?
I don't even know where I am.
Let me know if you do find them. Because apparently Sergio says it was just one, which is making me wonder because there's the cheetah mom and cub and there's two cheetah brothers. The brothers never split unless they're hunting.
Yeah.
Cheetah mom and cub won't split at all unless there's a predator or something. Yeah, 100%.
Gives her away. I want to see her one more time.
Is this being recorded?
Is the camera off? Yeah.
It's very much live.
Good luck, guys.
Let me know about the cheetah. Thanks, guys. Oh, okay, well. That's unfortunate. Seems that the cheetah may have moved off. So I'm just going to see where this vehicle goes. But they've come all the way down the fence line, so they're not going to be down the fence line unless they've missed them. Which is a possibility as always, but this is where it's... Oh, sorry, Basil.
The BCC cheetah's right next to us on the eastern fence line.
Ah, okay, there's a cheetah. I'll be there in 30 seconds. Well, we've got a cheetah, folks, so regardless of that, happy World Cheetah Day. I'm gonna just go around this vehicle though. It's a good find. I didn't even see it. Where's the junction? Still this way, eh? You didn't... Did we drive past it? Did we? Did you see it when we drove up here? Okay, so it means there was a male on our side as well. I'm just gonna go here before we get the cheetahs. Just have a look with the binos and see if nothing is headed further down the road. Nothing. Well, you know what? In times like this, you can't really complain, even if it is on said BCC fence line side. It is a cheetah nonetheless, and a beautiful one at that. I have no idea where these boys have gone. It's weird though. Not interested to stick around for a chat. But, hey boy, look at that, everyone. There, folks, is a cheetah for World Cheetah Day. Sorry about being frozen, everyone. Like I said, those words that shall not be named, especially when it's excessively thick as it is at the moment, tend to attack without warning, without hesitation. They just go for the heart. They tend to creep out the signal quite a bit. But I'm glad we're all back, and you know, there's no better way to spend World Cheetah Day than with a cheetah. Look at those eyes, amber eyes. Nothing better than a cheetah eyeball. Bless you. Where are your friends now, though? Hey? Where are your... Oh, he wasn't happy with that patch of grass. So he was like, I need to readjust. So now, with that being said, I'm going to need to readjust for Basil. Which is all good. I feel like we're driving in circles a lot quite lately on these drives. Not in a bad way. Now, believe it or not, I was sat male line yesterday afternoon. Yesterday afternoon there wasn't a drive, so I decided, let's go take photos this evening. And I found the two male lines up against this little bush. Leedwood Junction, Spoersneer's eastern fence line. So, quite a small world. That now the cheetah were in the very exact same place. But there we go. Basil should have a nice eye on him now. Oh wow. There is a beautiful yellow-billed kite flying over us every now and then, so hopefully when he comes into frame again, Basil will be able to put him on camera for us. Yeah, stations, there's one male cheetah on the BCC side of the fence, stationary junction, Spoersneer's eastern fence line. No sign of our cheetah though. Sorry folks, the radio is exceptionally loud today. But that being said, with my ear infection, I am struggling to hear a bit as well. I'm fighting all the flies that are coming within range. I'm sure you can hear them flying around us. But there's probably no more fitting way to spend World Cheetah Day than with said cheetah. And I mean, look at those eyes. They just say it all, don't they? Now, I have made up my mind, everyone, and I'm sure I will get constructive criticism, critique, and so forth. And the the application to Andrew's complaint services is non-existent. But I personally think, as much as I love leopard, you all know they're my favorite cat in the world. As much as I love leopard, cheetah by far for me have the best eyes. Oh, nice little roly-poly. They'll stretch. Who knows, maybe if we stick around long enough, he'll lead us to our cheetah. Who, if anything, if our two cheetah were here earlier, spotted here earlier, my bet would have been they've moved further south along the eastern fence line. So who knows, maybe tomorrow we'll have them at Snail Lane. Oh no, I dropped my phone. Back with a long body. Oh, what a long body. Betty, I thought you were saying back with a long body. I was like, who's got a long body? And then I reread what you said. Oh, yeah, cheetahs do have rather elongated bodies. And that is obviously because they're built for speed, hence the paddle-like tail as well that acts as a rudder to help them steer at such high speeds. Supermodels of the cat world, Mary. It's a very good way to put it. Now, obviously, compared to leopards, we know leopards don't have a tear mark, whereas cheetahs do. We also know that leopards aren't lanky like cheetahs are. Leopards are stocky, and that's because... All right, well, we might go there just now. On our way to Leedwood to go see the lions. But we also know that cheetahs are skinny and slender for speed, whereas leopards are stocky and bulky for power. Obviously, leopards need that extra power to climb said trees, especially if they're hoisting a 50 to 60 kilogram animal on top of that as well. They need that extra power to get up the trunk of a tree, whereas cheetahs, we know, aren't built for power. However, they do indeed climb trees, and this we know. Now, like I mentioned the other day, we did contradict this because Game Range on Your Backpacker says cheetahs don't take down large prey, whereas we know this for a fact to be false. We know that the two male cheetah brothers took down a semi-adult kudu bull the other day. We also know they've taken down wildebeest as well on Kaya. So, you know, it just goes to show. You can read and read and read as much as you want, but sometimes the animals will still give a prime example as to why the book is not necessarily 100,000% of the time always right. Sorry, sir, have you seen our two boys? He keeps looking behind him. Let's just check with the binos again.
I'm responding for two very cheetahs down here. Hope that's not a time. No spot match. 7 minutes.
No stress, Aurelia. Keep making your way. Just know it's not two male cheetah. I can't see our cheetah anywhere. I've only got the one male on the BCC side of the fence.
Okay, copy. Thank you.
See, so there's another station now responding that also thought it was our two cheetah, which turns out
On Leedwood.
that it's not our two cheetah. But nonetheless, a rather fitting way to spend World Cheetah Day, don't you think?
So as one, there's 5 Leedwood vehicles on Blowbank. The lions, 2 male lions and a female at Leedwood Dam. There's 3 rhino at Lowveld of South Dam. The elephants were north of Seskant.
What?
Sorry, south of Seskant.
West of...
BCC on the southern Blowbank fence line. Thanks, Arnold. Welcome back. Thanks, son.
What's the word? Just to make correct. Just to clarify. Got it. There it is. Station, just to clarify, the elephants were headed west from Seskant Crypt, moving towards the Deep Sluit, not south.
Copy that.
I wonder, does this cheetah have a girlfriend on this side of the reserve? Does he have potential cubs of his own
My way to the Leedwood Dam with the line.
running around? Or is this... Because I know there have been sightings of cubs on the BCC side. So is this their potential father? Is he just a nomad? You know, like, these are questions we really want answers to. But I suppose at the same time, being on an opposing fence line, it's a lot harder to get those questions answered. But I think what we'll do, folks, is we'll stay here till that other station comes. And then I think we'll head towards Leedwood Dam for those lions as well. And who knows, maybe a potential other spotted death cat on the way home. Nice to see a cheetah again. Basil says, Even the cheetah's like, yes, of course it's good to see me, shaking his head whilst grooming himself. Look at those eyes, everyone. That's what I mean by they hands down. You can fight me on it. We can have an argument. We can have a debate. But in my professional opinion, I think cheetahs have the most gorgeous eyes. Does anyone disagree? Or let me say this. Who agrees and who disagrees? That's a better way to put it. So let's take a vote of all the viewers watching. Who prefers leopard and who prefers cheetah? And in terms of that, I mean their eyes, not the actual cat species. I just mean their eyes. What do you think of the two are prettier? I would love all your input in this one, because this is a debate I've been having with a friend of mine who works in the Pilansberg. So I want to give him a phone call tonight and be like, I've got 20 people who agree with me or disagree with me, so either you're right or I'm right. Okay, so Mary agrees, Carol disagrees, Jennifer agrees, Connie agrees with the cheetah for sure. Jennifer, there's no differentiation, you know, cheetah being a cheetah, they can all run at, I mean, roughly the same speed. I don't think there's a foster between males and females. I think if need be, a cheetah can reach its top speed depending on the circumstance, if you will. But whether it's male or female, they both can run exceptionally fast. Look at that face, the curiousness. Those eyes consistently swaying like saucers. Because obviously, as we know, we've discussed this multiple times, cheetah are unfortunately not the top dog in the predator food chain. They tend to have it quite rough, and unfortunately it seems there's a vehicle coming on the BCC side of the fence now as well. Just take my mic off quick. Sorry folks, I really do apologize. I promise I'm not trying to be sick on camera. Just unfortunately part and parcel of the sickness that we have. But nonetheless, doesn't make this experience any less amazing. Oh, we got a second. All right, so we've got 5v2 on the cheetah eyes versus leopard eyes. I'm glad most of you are with me on this one. But then again, to those of you who have said leopard, I've never seen a leopard cub, so I could be wrong. Orella, I'm gonna move. Yeah, there you go. Alrighty, folks. Well, we've spent some awesome time here, and obviously you can see now with the vehicle pressure, Cheetah is not too happy. He's going to continue moving, so we're going to continue moving the opposite way so we don't stress him out. How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How's it, folks? You guys enjoying your afternoon? Having a good one? Seen all the good things? You're with a great guide, so he's going to show you all the good things.
12 rhinos.
Can I hire you to come do my job for me? Oh, that's awesome, folks. Well, go enjoy the sighting. I'm going to go look for those rhino you guys just found. You said Lowveld, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Urella. Have a good one, Chana. Alrighty. Woohoo! Cheetah on World Cheetah Day. Couldn't have been more fitting. Wow, and look at the sky. It's looking oddly ominous. Almost looks like there's clouds rolling in, but then you've got this little pinkish, orangey halo with Venus and a crescent moon in the shot as well. Oh, what an evening it is, folks. What an evening it is indeed. And it's getting to that time of day where, you know, those nocturnal cats might start coming out as well. You know, obviously now that drive is a bit later, we do fall into nightfall a bit as well. So what I want to try and do is get to those lions before nightfall. And who knows, we might even get to witness a potential hunt. I think that would be something everyone has been longing for. I don't think I personally have put a lion hunt on camera in quite a while. Not that I haven't wanted to, just, you know, it's luck of the draw as well. It's where you are, time of the day, prey abundance. Is there lots of prey for them to go get? Is there not? You know, all these factors come into play when you're trying to watch big cats hunt. And lately, you know, I just haven't dealt the right cards. And, you know, we've had some really awesome lion sightings nonetheless in this past 2 weeks. Unfortunately, no hunts, but regardless, I mean, we cannot complain. In the past 2 weeks, we've had some really, really awesome game viewing. Also had some very tough game viewing at the same time. So, you know, that tough game viewing is just what makes the good game viewing so much more worth it, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm kind of speaking gibberish, but I promise I'm not trying to be cryptic, like legit. It really does just, sometimes it is just a matter of right place, right time, or, you know, cats can be cats. If they want to be lazy, they're going to be lazy type thing. But I think what we'll do, before we hit Leedwood Dam, we'll just quickly pop off in at Lowveld of Dam and see what's cooking around there. I heard there might have been some rhino called in that side, so we're going to head that way immediately. We're going to quickly switch off and see if they're still around, and then we will make our way straight for Leedwood. But it's that time of day already where I'm a bit like, oh, where's the leopard? Where's the leopard? I'm already got my eyes peeled, and it's getting to that time of day. It's not totally pitch black yet where I need the torch, so I'll keep the torch off for another 5 or so minutes. But it is about that time of day where we start shining for eye shine. And I mean, who knows? Maybe we find another chameleon, a leopard, a leopard. I'm just doing my leopard prayer dance, you know, like a leopard, a leopard, a leopard, a leopard. Wherefore art thou, O leopard? Where are you? Andrew's doing poems for leopards now. Can you imagine that? Did you ever think when you tuned in this afternoon that you would be read a poem about finding a leopard? I didn't think of giving one until 0.2 of a second ago, so it wasn't in the plans, folks, but I really, you know, I think it is time that we crack another leopard on live. Make Gareth and Victoria very jealous. We'll see, we'll see. Obviously, we know with our leopards and how unhabituated they are that they can be quite the challenge to find, let alone see. I mean, the other night, before we actually start shining this light properly, I'll speak about that. So that night that we had the male lions with the rain and the lightning in the background, folks, in my opinion, that is the closest I have been to on a, like, I literally thought we were going to find that leopard. The tracks were so fresh, the everything was just falling into the odds of our favor, if you will. And then the rain just came, and I got the call from Vim, start making your way back, it's looking bad. And then literally, you know, me, luck, I tried to wait out and see if a leopard would appear, and lo and behold, you know, I followed the tracks for another 3 minutes, and then I saw the lightning personally and was like, oh, I need to get out of here immediately. But that is the closest I've been on a leopard's tail in quite some time, so I was quite upset.
How's that do?
Oh, where? Oggy, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, and how are you?
Yeah, oh, can't complain. I don't know, someone called in the 2 cheetahs on the fence line. It's not them.
It's not that.
It's the BCC one.
BCC one, yeah.
I was quite upset with that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I heard
ah.
a call from that area.
But you're having a good afternoon?
Yeah. We saw those in Gareth, Leedwood, I believe you're going there.
Are those chukurus still here?
These rhinos here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Chukutu, yeah.
Champion. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your afternoon, eh?
I saw your status. Where were you?
Where?
On your WhatsApp status?
What did I post?
Like, you were like in the Durban or whatever.
In Durban?
I don't know.
On WhatsApp? What?
Yeah.
Really?
3 days or 4 days ago.
It was the back inlet of Seekoi. I was walking up and down there. I was trying to find a leopard track that had like solidified in the mud. I want to frame it. Yeah, so I was looking for one of those, but I didn't come right. Ah, just nice being out there, eh? You know, especially when you get to walk out. It's power. Good to see you, Augie. Cheers, man. Cheers, guys. Oh, lovely people. That man is a really good guide. Him and I have actually become quite close since he started at Kaya. On his second day, him and I actually bumped into each other and like introduced each other. And yeah, no shame. He's doing really, really good things Kaya's side of the world. But he says those rhinos were still here a second ago. I don't see a single rhino there. Where? Oh, in the bush there. Basil, your eyes are magnificent, bro. There, folks, is a rhino. The rest seem to have already wandered off. But you can see it looks... Oh, what? Second quiz of the day. Who can tell me what call was just called behind me here? It goes something like... Basil's even laughing at me for trying the call. There it is. Okay, I don't have to do it anymore. Did it itself. There, they're going ballistic now. Now, as you can see, that rhino is eating lucerne. So that has been dropped there for them. But it means that the two other rhino that were here were Lula and Kalula, folks. So Rhino Revolution are still feeding Lula and Kalula. Even though the rains have finally hit, they just want to make sure that they don't start doing badly. So they're just finishing off the last remainders of lucerne they have, as well as having introduced more rhino now. The other day, I think it was last week Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. But no, I lie, it was last week Friday. But look at that. A sexy rhino bottom, if you will. Now you can see he's been wallowing in the mud, and you ask, Andrew, how can you tell he's been in the mud? Well, folks, if you look at those 4 wet, muddy legs, he's been wallowing. He may have even just been drinking, standing ankle height in the water. Doesn't look like he did a full-blown wallow, but definitely enjoying himself. What are you flying up and about? Shame, don't stress about them, Basil. Let's see. Has anyone given a guess as to the bird call? Carol and Mary are on the ball, eh? Indeed, well done, ladies. Woodland kingfishers are calling to and fro the dam. And Elsa, you are 100% right. There is Venus, and there is a crescent moon up there. So that first star in the night sky, you are indeed correct. Beeth Venus. What did I say? Oh my gosh, I said Mars, I think I said. Oh, that's a fine from me. What can I owe every single viewer watching that I can afford, Basil? Because that's a big mess up from my hand. I said that was Mars. I can order a leopard. Basil, I owe myself a leopard. I can't owe anyone a leopard. They don't show themselves. But there you go. Basil's got in shot now, folks. Both the half crescent moon, if you can, but do you mind zooming in a bit on that? A half crescent moon and Venus. Oh, Basil, you shot me, bro. Carol's now gone, you owe us a leopard for that. Well, Carol, I don't know if I've told you this before, but challenge accepted. Look at that for a shot. Basil, well done, sir. That's incredible. Look at that, everyone. You can see the half crescent of what could be a full moon one day. Oh, there we go. Now we can literally just see the half crescent and Venus. That's a beautiful shot, Basil. Well done, sir. Also, thank you so much for electing me. I'm still just trying to figure out what I can afford to give each and every one of you to say sorry. It's definitely not a bottle of vodka or something either. I'd go broke. Oh, but isn't that just a sight for sore eyes, hey? And then you can see the clouds just at the base there, and then the tree line itself, and the sunset as well. Just amazing. But now, folks, now is the time where we really will and truly do need our spotlight. Carol, I make no promises on said leopard. I never promise a leopard. I've learned my lesson in the past. I've learned my lesson of not promising things. Because as soon as you promise something, you make it your whole mission, the whole drive to go after that one thing. And 99.95% of the time, you don't find what you're looking for. And then there's that 0.5% chance you find what you're looking for. So I make no promises, but best believe we are looking for leopards, folks. Now, I think what would make our leopard search a bit easier rather more hectic than I thought it was. What would make that search a bit easier, in a sense, would be the abundance of impala lambs running around the reserve. You okay there, bud? Yeah. Putting on a jacket, eh? Okay. What would make it a lot easier would be an abundance of impalas to watch whilst we search for said leopard. Obviously, newborn impala lambs, perfect target for leopard. Especially because they don't really know that there's things out to get them as of yet. Obviously, that instinct kicks in, but, you know, oh, there is a spotted thickney. Oh, of course you're going to run out of the road. How's that, Basil? Good. Got a spotted thickney, folks. I don't think I've put one of these on camera for a while. It's oftentimes been the water thickney that tends to take the camera's charm. Very similar to the water thickney, just a different spots markings. But a beautiful bird nonetheless. There's a red-crested korhaan going crazy in the distance as well. He seems to be moving off the road, so I think I'm going to continue, folks. We are slowly running out of time. Please move out of the road, sir. Please and thank you. Thank you. Just wanted to make sure we didn't drive over said spotted thickney. Now, their camouflage is absolutely superb. And I'm sure you all got to look at that bird. Now, picture the egg looking exactly the same as the feather patterns. The feather on the wing, those I'm ticking it now. Huh? No, it's not a new bird. I've seen them before. It's a new bird, Basil says, and he's right. It technically is.
3 vehicles, space for one more, 2 more.
Alrighty, let's just have a look. There we go, folks. There's the eggs. Now you can imagine that against sand or dirt. Blended so well. The eggs are about 25 millimeters and they blend in so well. So well that you literally, if you're looking for a nest, you won't find it until that bird is pecking at your head telling you, "Excuse me, sir, you are way too close to my nest." Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Becky, I like the enthusiasm. I will do my very best. All broke up, so we don't know about what you were saying about the egg. All right. Well, Betty. Here you go, madam. There is the egg. Like I said, completely matches perfectly with the surrounding soils. They're about 25 millimeters long, and you can see why they blend in so well.
Give me on Leedwood closing down.
Alrighty, let's head towards those lions. Station's on lock with the lions coming for Andrew.
Yeah, standing up.
Afternoon, man. Is there space for another vehicle, or do you need me to take a standby?
No, plenty space come through.
Okay, copy that. I'm still about 8 out. I'll let you know when I'm closer. Alrighty, folks. So I'm going to pick up the point where I need to turn off. But this is also perfect for chameleons, perfect for reptiles. There's a nightjar that's just taken off in the middle of the road there, scurrying away. Now all we need to do whilst going along this road is look for the rock fig. There's a fig head to Leedwood. Copy that? Okay, cool. So those lions are still at Leedwood Dam, folks. So I'm going to pick up the pace a bit because we are actually a bit behind schedule. Aha, here's our turn off here. There's the rock fig. Said fig tree growing out of the rocks there. Good job, Basil, sir. Now we need to go along this red to get to the fence line, and then we will be on Leedwood. But then once on Leedwood, we still need to make our way towards the dam. So, gonna pick up the pace just a tad, because we're not far, but we're not close, if you will. But here's what looks like the Carol. This is where I did my speed time test with you, with my flat tire the one time. Oh, the good old days coming back to me, where Carol find me a minute for faffing, because I was talking too much whilst getting my gear off the car, aka the high lift jack and the tire spanner. Ah, the good old days. I see lots of eyes shining back, which I can only assume means either Wildebeest or Impala. Shine on the, it's Impala. I'm not going to put them on the camera or in the light because I don't want to blind them. But stay tuned, folks. Just bear with me for a second. Like I said, we are still about 15 away from Leedwood Dam. So I want to try and turn that into 10 so we can spend some quality time with those lions as well. You still on board, Basil? Yep. Now this area here to the right of me, folks, perfect sort of area, perfect sort of time of the day. Caracal, serval, African wildcat, all your smaller predators hide in this semi-tall grass. Oh, there's an eyeball. What's shining? Oh, it's a pair of duiker, which we don't want to put on camera now. We don't want to blind them. But, like I was saying, this is the perfect time to kind of see a serval or a caracal, African wildcat running through this semi-long grass. It's concealed enough that they can stay hidden, but they can also see around them. And especially for your serval per se, if anything, a serval would prefer thicker grass around it for hunting, because they basically, what they do is they'll kind of pinpoint where their prey is, and they'll crawl through the long grass. And when they think they're in jumping distance of said prey, they will physically launch themselves up and they will land on said prey item, which I find amazing. It's why serval is one of my favorite cats in the world. I think my order at the moment goes Leedwood, Cheetah, serval, caracal, lion. Now, just because lion's at the bottom of the cat list doesn't mean I don't appreciate them. Any and every time I get to see a lion walking or sleeping, I will make my best effort to go there and witness said cat doing whatever it is doing, whether it be sleeping, hunting, walking, whatever it may be. You know, predators for us, well, for me per se, are just the ones I want to be closest with, if you will. But we're not too far from the dam now. Coming up to what we all call concrete crossing. Now, if you have a look at concrete crossing, can anyone tell me why it is called concrete crossing? There's no animal there, I promise. I'm just shining on the concrete. It's called concrete crossing because it's made of concrete. I find that so ironic. What a beautiful evening though. And who knows, en route to these lions, we may even come across jackal pups. Who knows? So definitely trying to, you know, towards the end of drive here, kill two birds with one stone in terms of A, getting a glimpse of the lions, but B, also just getting a quick glimpse of said jackal pups. We still have yet to have put the jackal pups up on camera for all of you, so we definitely still need to do that. I know last week I was trying quite a bit on Leedwood for the dogs, and I did make an effort for the jackal, but I guess this just means we're gonna have to keep coming back until we don't succeed, which I'm hoping we succeed on the next drive. In terms of the jackal pups, that is. This oak is literally blinding me. Oh, is it Serge? Are those lions still static at the dam? Okay. Quick question. Those cheetah you called in, was it just a BCC one?
1 mile.
On the BCC side? Okay, cool. Sweet.
I called you when you were at the elephant, but you ignored me.
Oh, I didn't ignore you purposely, I promise.
So I can handle rejection.
Oh, it's okay, I can't, so kudos to you. Oh, my vehicle's on, look at that. Good to see you again, eh? We must organize a drink sometime. I'll message you. Cheers, guys. Sorry, so believe it or not, that man that I was speaking to, who owns property here on Rietspruit, he was on my guiding course. Him and I actually studied together. So always nice just to stop off and say, how's it going? And actually catch up with the man. Probably turn those back on. I've just caught a big bug to the eye though. Oh, the bush is against me today, folks. I haven't had a great day. If you look at the side of my arm as well, the camera won't pick it up now, but my arm looks jacked. It's not jacked, I promise you. It's just a giant wasp sting from the shower this morning. You know, most people, when they want to wake up for the day, they tend to get into a shower and just enjoy a nice warm shower. I thought that was going to be the case. And then I got stung by a wasp in the shower. And just, my day was up here. And then when I got stung by the wasp, it just came down here. But it's been here ever since. So it's still been quality of a day. But that wasp sting just got the better of me. It's made my arm all swollen and chunky. But we're not complaining. We're about to get to see some real big, bad lions. So definitely makes up for any sore pain in the arm. Sure, as you can see, Leedwood is getting super thick, super green, super quickly. Now I'm sure those dogs are still on the northern side of the fence line there towards Silo's track. But unfortunately, I just don't think we're going to have enough time to go look for them now this evening as well. But we are approaching. There's two vehicles there. Aha. Andrew approaching the lock of the lions at Leedwood now. Aha. Very sleepy lions they like. They are. Oh, there's a lion right here. How cool is that, everyone? So we got two male lions and we got a single lioness, meaning there's 4 lionesses roaming the reserve somewhere. But nobody knows. Nobody knows where the other 4 lionesses are. But, I mean, considering it being such a hot day, I don't see these lions going anywhere anytime soon. They seem quite quite content with sleeping in for the evening. So I think what we'll do is we'll end off. Oh, my phone's flash just went off. We will end off here for the evening. I think we'll sit with these guys for the last 5 minutes of drive. They're not doing much though, so it only tells me that for the remainder of drive, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. I think these 3 are super flat. If anything, I'm sure they're also wondering the same as us. Where are the rest of the pride? But that being said, what a beautiful drive it's been. Not only have we been blessed with the elephants, been blessed with rhino, cheetah, lion. You know, what would have topped it off was a leopard walking along the dam wall. But obviously, you know, us beggars, we can't be choosers. So I will happily end off drive with these lions here at Leedwood Dam. Absolutely stunning sight. That is interesting. That is very interesting. I'm just reading an article which I will inform you all on the next drive because it's too soon to speak about it now. But it is very interesting and I guarantee you it'll blow all your minds. But I'm going to have to keep it on a cliffhanger for now, unfortunately. I do have to be a bit cryptic there, but I promise I will let you know what I'm talking about in a second. When I say a second, I mean within the weeks coming. Oh my gosh, are we going in for round 2 here, Basil? Do you see the mountain there? It's lightning over the mountains, folks. Carol said there was a lot of faffing when I changed the last tyre. I don't recall too much faffing. Although, Carol, you got to take into consideration Andrew in general just faffs. Just 24/7. So in between the faffing is when he gets things done. Oh, but you're right. You probably caught me on more than a minute. It was probably closer to 3 minutes of faffing, 5 minutes of changing a tyre. Oh, Mary, it's not about the lions at all. It's nothing bad at all. It's actually just something information-wise which I found out today that blew me away. I just need to confirm it with a few other sources before I can actually give this information out, because I don't want to say one thing and then it turns out that it's impossible for that species to be that young or be that old or having endured this at this age. Or so I just need to confirm it with AKA my bosses. I need to confirm with Brent whether the research that I've researched is actually 100% before I can give it out. Thank you, Basil. You're a champion, actually. If it weren't for Basil, folks, you wouldn't be getting your keyword this week. Andrew's been very bad at forgetting this. But for those of you that are pack members, the keyword of the week is water level. For those of you who aren't pack members, I suggest doing so you can get your hands on prints like these. But folks, the keyword of the week is water level, and I will show you what the image is in a sec. I just need to find it now. There we go. So the keyword of the week is water level. I wonder what the print of the week is going to be. It is this right here on my cellular device. Now, if you want to receive this print, all you need to do is email info@painterdog.tv and I will send you this print next week, Monday. This photo, folks, believe it or not, was taken right here at Leedwood Dam, where, oh, it's on screen now. So this image was actually taken right here where these lions are tossing and turning over with mom hippo and baby hippo. And if you want that keyword of the week, all you need to do is email info@painterdog.tv, copy, and the keyword of the week is water level. But I mean, what a stupendous afternoon it's been. Obviously, as you can see, these lions are rather flat. They don't really plan on going anywhere. But that being said, you know, sometimes always nice just appreciating and enjoying lions themselves, even when they are sleepy. Sorry about the noisy vehicles next to us, everybody. Now, what I would like to know from all of you folks, and I want a comment in the comments from everyone now, what would you like next week's keyword image to be? What print would you like so that you could hang it on your wall per se, set it as your screensaver, your phone wallpaper even? What animal would you like to see next as the keyword of the week, folks? Let me know so that I can make it happen. If anything, I'm thinking we should lean towards a bird again, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. So let me know what you guys would like to see as next week's keyword print. Vim, how's the lightning and the clouds and things outside? It's looking ominous from Leedwood Dam. Oh, that's a good one, Mary. Mary said a chameleon. I'm going to have to work on my nighttime photography. No, I lie. Mary, I've actually got a chameleon photo. A really good one at that as well, of him crossing the road. A baby zebra. Oh, okay, okay. Becky's coming in with a baby zebra. All right, we're listing the next couple of weeks' images as well. All right, I'm liking this, folks. Any other animals that anyone wants to see? Any birds, specific species? Can I post a photo to the chat? No, I can't. But if you guys would like to see, this is an image that I took the other day when we had those yellow-billed kites stuck in the tree. It's a silhouette image, so it doesn't do it justice. You can't really tell what bird it is. But I just think with the orange, pinks, and the blues in the photo, it's just a stunning image. It's a yellow-billed kite, that bird there. The yellow-billed kite. Pretty cool. And then, for those of you who missed our drive the other day, I think it was a Zoom drive, to be totally honest, so a lot of you probably would have missed it. But we did come across a male lion who seemed to have some sort of snow in his mane. He had, I don't know, if you want to call it dandruff, if you want to call it just pollen seeds, I don't know what you want to call it, but he had that all through his mane the other day, which was pretty cool to see. But yeah, so folks, if you want that keyword image of the week, email info@painteddog. The keyword is water level. And yeah, what a phenomenal afternoon it's been. But folks, from my side, this is probably the last time you'll be seeing my beautiful face in a long time. Gareth and Victoria have finally returned. They are finally back at the house. I heard a very good, kind hello through my ear earlier, which can only mean one thing, that they are back and ready to get back behind the wheel. I'm sad about it, partially. I'm going to miss all you beautiful people. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the past 2 weeks and enjoyed the time spent with all the wonderful weird creatures that call Rietspruit home. I personally have had the best 2 weeks ever. Being on every single drive with all of you has honestly been an absolute privilege, and I will happily do it again any time of the year, any day of the week. But folks, from our side, I think we're going to love and leave you with these sleepy lions. I hope you guys have a great day further and a good weekend coming up. And you will still see me. Well, you won't see me. You probably will hear me chirping Gareth and Victoria whilst I'm on camera. But you will still hear Andrew's glorious comments in between. But from my side and Basil's side, good night, folks.
Mm.